Hello everyone. Good evening, Khushi, Navanil, Shambhavi. Please confirm, are you able to hear me properly? Yes, Quants फिर से. Hello Samyak. Good evening, Ayush, Keshav, Rajni. Audible? Fine. Thank you for confirmation, Shambhavi. Yes, Rajni, Gupta, Prince, Ravi. Okay, so let's start. Others will be joining. I'm audible, fine. So, were all of you present in the last Quant session? Last pre-CAT 24 crash course session of Quant. Were you available there? Were you present? Yes, that's what I'm discussing. That's what I'm confirming, Navanil. Yes, you were there. Rajni, Quant समझ नहीं आ रहा है. I understand that, Rajni. समझ तो आ रहा है, but question नहीं कर पा रही हो, I guess. Okay. So in last session of Quant, we discussed about a topic of arithmetic. I think we took percentage and ratio, right? We discussed these two topics. So today we'll be discussing further topics of arithmetic only. What other topics are there? Average, mixtures and allegation, SICI, and time, speed and distance. So these are remaining topics. These remaining topics of arithmetic we are going to discuss today. Fine? Yes, I understand that, Rajni. Question खुद से solve नहीं कर पा रही हो, that's the difficulty. Yes, last time we discussed about percentage and ratios. So today we will be discussing about the remaining topics of arithmetic part. Fine? And very soon your crash course class is also going to start. Yes, आज TSG, profit loss तो percentage का part हो गया ना? Okay, so I think if you were present there last time, I gave you one homework question also. Did you solve that? I gave one homework question. Does anyone remember that? Please tell me fast. What was the question? Yes, percentage ratio we discussed last time, Keshav, that's true. So what homework question did I give last time? LRDI में नहीं, LRDI से पहले. Yes, divisibility of 5 वाला, exactly. Sum of digits, yes, Amedeep. Sum of digits. Question was that you have to find the smallest natural number whose sum of digits is divisible by, I think I asked 17 first, and sum of digits of n plus 1 and sum of digits of n plus 1 is also divisible by 17. So that was one question. And in addition, I gave you another part. In place of 17, if it is 5, then what would be the answer? So these are two questions basically. These are two questions, right? These are the two questions. Okay, those who have not tried yet, please do now and tell me the answer. Soumyadeep is giving one answer. 12,999. Soumyadeep, let's check. If you are saying n to be 12,999, so sum of digit of this number is how much? 27 plus 3, that is 30, which is divisible by 5. I think you are calculating for 5, fine. And its next number, its consecutive number is 13,000. But sum of digits of 13,000 is 4 only, isn't it? This is not divisible by 5. So certainly this is not the correct answer. For 5 it is not possible, Jatin Rajput. Yes, why not, Baba? It is possible. We will make it possible. कितनी देर की है क्लास? थक गई क्या तिशा? It's for 2 hours. The scheduled time is 5 to 7, isn't it? Kajal, back to back classes, ही classes. अच्छा है ना? Classes ही classes. Yeah, so these are two different questions. Sum of digits of n is divisible by 17 and sum of digits of n plus 1 is also divisible by 17. Find the smallest value of n. And the second part is sum of digits of n is divisible by 5 and sum of digits of its consecutive number, its successor number, is also divisible by 5. So these are two different questions. Please find out. Okay, now Soumyadeep has come up with different answer. That's correct, by the way, Soumyadeep. Good. So somebody was saying for 5 it is not possible. See, we have got one answer and that's perfectly fine. कोई तो बोल रहा था. I think that comment has been deleted. Yes, Soumyadeep, that's the right answer for 5. Good. शाम्भवी रोड पे चलते चलते वीडियो चला रखा है. Nice. For 17, Lavanya, 179 and 188. 179 का sum of digit is 179 का successor number is 180, not 188. Good, Shambhavi, nice. Lavanya, that's not the right answer. By the way, for 5, Soumyadeep has given the right answer. So that is 49,999. So that is the smallest number whose sum of digits is 36 plus 4, 40, which is divisible by 5, and its successor number is 50,000, whose sum of digits is 5, which is again divisible by 5. And this is the smallest number. By the way, Soumyadeep, can you confirm how did you get this is the smallest number? How can you confirm this is smallest number? It is smallest number, but how did you find this and how do you confirm this that this is smallest one? Charudatta, we are just revising the homework question which I gave last time, and our today's agenda is these topics: average, mixtures, SICI, time spread distance. That's today's topic, Parth. Yes, good, Soumyadeep. So same with, find out the answer for 17 as well. Find the answer for 17 as well. Find the answer for 17 as well. So for 5, we have got the answer. This is the smallest case. That's perfectly fine. We need to start how much 9 would be there. Parth, we have already started. You have to answer the question. So if you have just joined, this is the question again. This question was given in the last Quant session of this pre-CAT classes. So sum of digits of a natural number is divisible by 17 and sum of digits of its successor is also divisible by 17. You have to find the smallest value of n. That is the question. Everyone, please find the answer fast. And what Soumyadeep is mentioning, that is perfectly fine. You need to find key in how many 9s the number should end. Can you confirm to be divisible by 17 that both numbers are divisible? Sum of digits of both successive numbers, consecutive numbers, is divisible by 17. So in how many 9s this number n should end? In how many 9s this number should end? Yes, any clue, Soumyadeep and others? It's easier than the 5-1. You have done the 5-1 part. Okay, Manshi is giving one answer, 16999. Manshi, 16999. What is the sum of digits here? Let's calculate. 27 plus 7, that is 34. That's fine. It is divisible by 17, and its successor is 17,000, and its sum of digits is 8 only. It is not divisible by 17, है ना? So this doesn't work. This doesn't work. See, I don't want the number to be divisible by 17. I want sum of digit of the number to be divisible by 17. ठीक है ना? So this doesn't work. See, we discussed it last time, if you remember, that if a number is ending in such a digit which is not 9, if this b is not 9, if this b is not 9, so this AB and the successor number would be A and B plus 1. है ना? तो sum of digit will always increase by 1. Sum of digit will always increase by 1 if this B is not equal to 9. So it is not possible for two numbers whose sum of digits is consecutive numbers that both be divisible by 5 or 17 or any other number other than 1. It is not possible. So the thing which we are discussing is only feasible when the last digits are 9. So if only one single digit is 9, so this is, let's say, A9, let it be a two digit number, whatever, A9, and the other number is then it is A plus 1, 0. ठीक है ना? So now if you calculate the sum of digits, so the difference, if you see, here it is A plus 9, here it is going to be A plus 1. So there is a decrease of 8. So that means last time with the question which we did in the session, that was divisible by 8, if you remember. So so both sum of digits are at a difference of 8. So it is quite possible if first sum of digits is divisible by 8, then other could also be divisible by 8. है ना? Yes, Gunjan, excellent. So Gunjan Agrawal has got the answer perfectly. You deserve Jaguar. You deserve the Jaguar. Good. So in this case, I want the numbers to be divisible by 17. So at a gap of 8, they can't be divisible by 8, right? So what if the last two digits are 9, 9? If last two digits are 9, 9, in that case, if you see the sum of digits, here would be A plus 18, and here sum of digits would be A plus 1, right? So here you can see there is a gap of 17. Now this is the possible situation. This is the required situation in this case, that last two digits must be 9, 9. That's what I was discussing in Soumyadeep. Soumyadeep ने पिछले क्वेश्चन में यही लिखा था. You can see the comment here also. कितने 9 होंगे? That's what we need to identify. So certainly there must be two 9s at the end. ठीक है ना? Now what we need to do? We just need to do that thing. We need to fix up the value of A in such a way that sum of digits of this number becomes multiple of 17. And that's what Gunjan has already done. So only thing to keep in mind is that only last two digits are 9, 9. Just before this, there cannot be another 9. ठीक है ना? That will change the situation. So 9 plus 9 is already 18. So remaining is 16. The nearest multiple of 17 greater than 18 would be 34. So 9 नहीं ले सकता हूं, तो 8 and 8 which Gunjan did. So 8, 8, 9, 9. So sum of digits of this number is 34, which is divisible by 17. Fine. And its successor number is going to be 8900, whose sum of digits is 17, which is also divisible by 17. So certainly this is the right answer. Is it fine? I hope it is clear, and I hope you have understood the process also. हाँ, सौम्यदीप आगे पहुंच गए. Excellent. Welcome, Shavik. Good. Okay. Good. Good. I hope many of you are understanding now. ठीक है, एक step और आगे बढ़ते हैं. फिर एक step और आगे बढ़ते हैं. So we have discussed, we have figured out the divisible by 17 case. It is here done by Gunjan, and 5 wala case was already done by Soumyadeep. Here's the answer. Okay, I'm going one step further. Now tell me, what will you tell? What will you tell? Wait, अगर मैं पूछूं आपसे $13, can you tell me? 13, please try. Please try for 13. Sum of digits of n is divisible by 13 and sum of digits of n plus 1 is also divisible by 13. Find the smallest number, fast. Jatin, only able to solve 7 questions in mocks, how to improve speed? Don't. That's a wrong mindset most students have developed. Increase speed. You can't increase. Speed is fixed. It is by default. What you can control is to avoid the mistakes. Gunjan, फिर से तुक्का लगाओ. Try again. Tisha, we just discussed this part. How sum of digits is can be both divisible by a larger number greater than 1. Now try to figure out how many 9s should be at the end. Tisha, I just discussed all the part here. If the number is not ending in 9, in that case, sum of digits are going to be consecutive numbers. You can take any number and try yourself. You can take any number as I have taken in variables here. Let the number be AB and the next number would be AB plus 1. है ना? 12, 13 and so on. Various numbers can be possible. Okay, this time Samyak. Samyak has come up with the answer. Samyak is saying 57999. Let me check. Samyak is giving the answer 57999. So sum of digits of this number is 27 plus 12, that is 39, which is divisible by 13, perfectly fine. And its successor number would be 58000, which is 13. That is also divisible by 13. But is it smallest case? I don't think so. Samyak, it certainly satisfies, but this is not the smallest case. Nahin? Please think again. Manshi, your answer is also fine. Gunjan, but this is not the smallest case. This is not the smallest case. I'm looking for the smallest number n. I'm looking for the smallest number. Excellent. Lavanya has taken the benefit here. Good. Good going, Lavanya. So it is 48999. That is the smallest number here. Good. Same thing. So sum of digits, if you check, that comes out to be 27 plus 12, that is 39, which is divisible by 13. And its successor number would be 49000, whose sum of digits comes out to be 13. So this is the smallest case. This is the smallest case here. Yes, 48,999. Excellent. Now many of them. Manish, Rudra, Ayush, Pallavi. Okay. So Samyak used the right logic while figuring out the number, but you missed that part of making it smallest. So only condition was that this is already 27. Last 3 days should be 999, and usse pehle I need to have the sum of this 12, right? So 27 plus 12 will make it divisible by 13. Abhi 12 banane ke liye I can't use again another 9 here, but 8 can be used na. So 48 was the smallest case possible. ठीक है ना? So 48,999 is the number here. Clear to everyone? Okay, I think many of you have already joined now. So before moving to today's topic, the questions based on today's topic, let me ask you one more question. Let me ask you one more question on the basis of these numbers. Ready for another question? So let me clear the screen. And here's the question. Question is that simple. It's simple question. Kya question le? Let's say MATH, math. So here each of the letter represents a single digit number. Fine. Each of the letter represents a single digit number. So this is a 4-digit number. and then MAT. Using the same letters, MAT are same letters, same digits. So that's a 3-digit number now. And MA. So this is a 2-digit number now. So sum of these 3 numbers is equal to 2025. You have to figure out the values of each of the letters. This is a 4-digit number, 3-digit number, 2-digit number. All same letters have same values. So all M's are same, all A's are same, all T's are same, and H is there. And all the different letters have different values. Fine. So there's a question now. So each number is a single digit number. So this is a 4-digit number, 3-digit number, and 2-digit number. Of course, none of them can be negative. And also because it is a 4-digit number, so M cannot be equal to 0. है ना? So find out the values of these numbers. And after that, I'm giving one more question of similar pattern. ABCD is a 4-digit number. When it is multiplied with 4, the answer is another 4-digit number formed by the same digits in the reverse order, DCBA. Okay, Soumyadeep has got one answer. M5, you are saying 5825. अरे तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. And by the way, M and H cannot be same. I've already mentioned that different letters represent different digits. Munshi 1924, I think it is too much. Let me check the answer of Munshi. Munshi is saying 1924. So if it is 1924, so the next number MAT should be 192 and the next number MA should be 19, isn't it? Let's add them. Does it satisfy? 4 plus 2, 6 and 9, 15, 5, 1 carry. So 1 plus 2, 3, 3 and 9, 12, 12 and 1, 13 ka 3, 1 carry. So 1 and 9, 10 and 1, 11 ka 1, 1 carry. It is 2135. It doesn't satisfy. Manshi doesn't satisfy. Okay, typo tha. Fine. Okay, now many of you are getting the answer. Soumyadeep, Karthik, Samyak, Navanil, Keshav, Jatin, all of you are saying 1825. Okay, let me check. So you are saying 1825. I hope it is correct. Let's see. So it is 182 and 18. They are to be added and it's quite visible. So 182 plus 18 is 200 and 200 when it is added, it is 2025 indeed. So certainly that's the right answer. Excellent. Wonderful. Please quickly answer this one also. And here also, what if in place of 2025, it is 2024? Can you answer it fast? Answer next one, 2024. Excellent, Soumyadeep, excellent. I just need to make this 5-4. Exactly, good. 1824, that's correct. So for 2024, it would be 1824 plus 182 plus 18. Same thing, this is 200 already. So that will make it 2024. That's perfectly fine. Okay, now solve this one. ABCD. Now solve the ABCD one. Okay, answer yaad hai, I think. Okay, I can change the question. No, don't worry. Navanil, Navanil, the answer yaad tha, I think, na? I'm sure you have not solved it right now. Okay, many of you already remember this answer, I guess. Yes, Navanil, Keshav, Siddhant. Okay, there is no dearth of questions. I'm changing it. A, B, C, D multiplied with 9. Same thing happens, DCBA. Now, find the answer for this one. Yes, 2178 and 8712, that's perfectly fine. That's the right answer. Now answer this one. Similar question. ABCD is multiplied with 9 and it turns out to be DCBA. Exactly same thing. I'm sure you don't remember this one. Have you done this one earlier? See, basically that happens in CAT. CAT doesn't ask normally formula-based questions. Excellent, Namonil. Good. Good. Namonil on fire. Very good, Mohit. Now I wish to ask Namonil, how you are doing it? How you are doing it? Please be honest. Have you done these questions earlier or you are doing it right now, and how you are doing it? अच्छा, गूगल पे, अरे भाई गूगल ने खराब कर दिया है. ओके, ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं जो गूगल पे नहीं मिलेगा. गूगल में खुद का दिमाग नहीं है, दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम. Exactly, simple calculation है. Naonil, how did you do it? Please tell me. Other than Google, as Jatin mentioned, many of others, Pallavi, Manshi, Mohit, many of you answered. अरे मैंने कब बोला मुश्किल है, सिंपल है, but how did you do it? Okay. Year plus era is equal to R. Do this one. नॉर्मल ले लेते हैं. 1000 A, 100 B, 10 CD. अटक जाएंगे भाई. 4 digit. You are saying 4 variable equation will be in problem. Will be in problem in that way. Yes, 4 variables. If you are going to make equation, it is going to be very lengthy. It will be very difficult and time consuming. And I'm not sure whether you will be able to solve or not. I doubt that. Okay, first answer this one also, and then we shall discuss. Then we shall discuss how to solve, how to think. See, that is the whole thing what I am discussing. So how to think, that is the main part. So that's what CAT tests actually. How do you think at the time of exam? And if we have practiced that thinking process, how to think, if you have practiced for that enough before CAT, then CAT is not a difficult exam. But problem is that everyone just looks for shortcut. I don't want to use intelligence. I don't want to sharpen myself. I just want to know more and more shortcuts, more and more formulae. You will be getting stuck. You won't be able to solve the things. So, air plus era equals to R. Before you do this, let's discuss this one. Let's discuss this ABCD into 4 together. So, hit and trial, Navanil is saying, but the way you answered so fast, certainly you were already having the answer. Anyway, please tell me here. I'm discussing this first one here. ABCD into 4 is DCBA. First, let's discuss this one, everyone. Now, please answer me. Okay, let me check with this A. All these are single digit numbers. Can you tell me what can be the possible values of this A? What can be the possible values of A? What can be maximum possible value of A? Already we have got some answer, that's fine. Yes, 1 or 2 perfectly, that's correct. Good evening, Pushkar. Yes, it can be 1 or 2, not more than that. Why? Because if A is more than 2, in that case 4 into that number will be a 2-digit number, and that's how our answer will not be limited to 4 digits, right? So 1 or 2, this A could be 1 or 2. Is that fine? Is that clear to everyone? ठीक है ना? This A has to be 1 or 2. Same way this A and this A are same things. This A also has to be 1 or 2. Yes or no? Right? We are just discussing how to think and how then we can apply it. So A can be 1 or 2 because if A is more than 2, in that case 4 into A will become a 2-digit number and our answer will not remain a 4-digit number. And this A and this A, they are same, so this is also 1 or 2. Okay, now let's check here. 4 into D. can it end in 1 or will it end in 2? What do you think? 4 multiplied with D should end in A, right? So 4 into D, when I multiply, will it end in 1 or 2? It has to be even, exactly. So it cannot end in 1. So that's how this 1 is discarded. This 1 is discarded. Certainly it is 2. Is it fine so far? Is it clear to everyone? And 4 into 2 is now 8. That means the value of D could be 8. Or if some carry is there, then it could be 9 maybe. Yes or no? Is it clear? So 4 into 2, the value of D must be 8. Or if there is some carry from the previous part, then carry cannot be more than 1 because D cannot be more than 9. So 8 or 9 are the possible values of D now. Is it clear? So same, whatever D is here, the same D is here. Now we need to see if 4 multiplied with 8 will end in 2 or 4 multiplied with 9 will end in 2. What do you see? What do you say? 4 needs to be multiplied with 8 or 9 so that it ends in 2. 8 of course, right? So this is certainly 8. So 9 is not there. This is 8. And so this is also 8. Clear so far? Is it clear so far? Fine. ठीक है ना? Okay, let's proceed further now. So now 4 into 2, this is 8 here, it is not 9. It means that 4 into B should also be a single digit number, right? No calculation, Swamideep, no calculation. No calculation for even B and C. See here. So 4 into B should be a single digit number or a 2 digit number. What do you say? 4 into B should be a single digit number or 2 digit number. Please confirm. 4 multiplied with B, should it be a single digit number or 2 digit number? Should there be some carry? It should be a single digit number because there is no carry in the next step. Perfectly fine. Yes, it cannot have 2 digits. Okay, now tell me. That's okay, Vaibhav, no problem. No problem. Okay, now 4 into B should be a single digit. Can you tell me the possible values of B now? What can be the values of B? 4 को किस नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करने पे you get single digit value? 4 into 0 is 0, 4 into 1 is 4, 4 into 2, but 2 is already used. 2 is already used. So 2 can't be there, but 0 is possible, na? It can be 0 or 1. Is it fine? Is it okay? So this B must be 0 or 1 because different letters have different values. Okay, answer we already got by the way, but right now these are two possible values, 0 or 1, right? So this B is same here. This is going to be 0 or 1. Okay, now let's find out. Let's find out now. Let's find out now. So 4 into 8, 4 into 8 was 32, 32 ka 2 and 3 carry. Let me write again. So 4 into 8 is 32 ka 2, 3 carry. And next 4 into C would be an even number and I need to add 3 to it. Hai na? So tell me this B would be even or odd? Please see again. 4 into C is even number and I need to add 3 to get the value B here, right? So 4 into C plus 3, it would be odd or even? It is going to be odd, right? So certainly it can't be 0, it has to be 1. It is not 0, it is certainly 1. Is it fine? Is it clear? So 4 into C plus 3 will certainly be an odd number. This is ending in 1. This was 8 already. Okay, now we need to see if 4 into C plus 3 is ending in 1. That means if I had not added 3, so 4 into C, what should be the unit digit of 4 into C? What should be the unit digit of 4 into C? It should be 8, right? 4 into C plus 3 is ending in 1. That means 4 into C must be ending in 8. Yes or no? Right? 4 into C must be ending in 8. Yes or no? ठीक है ना भाई? Okay, 4 into C must be ending in 8. Can you tell me the possible values of C so that 4 into C end in 8? What can be the possible value of C So that 4 into C end in 8, 4 into 2 ends in 8, or 4 into 7 also ends in 8. Yes or no? But 2 has already been taken. 2 has already been taken, so it can't be 2. It must be 7. Let's verify. Let's verify. Can this C be 7? Let's verify. So 4 into 7, 28. 28 plus 3, 31 ka 1, 3 carry. Next step. 4 into 1, 4. 4 plus 3, 7. And 4 into 2, 8. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Is it fine? So that was the question and that is the answer, and that's the way to think. If you are going to make a 4 variable equation, it is almost impossible. It's almost impossible to solve, isn't it? So we need to think logically, and that's what I have been saying. That's what CAT actually tests. And exactly similar question about this one. Let's do it quickly. Tell me the possible values of A. Tell me the possible values of A here. Fast, please. What are the possible values of A? This 9 into A should be a single digit number, right? So A has to be 1, of course, right? So A can't be anything other than 1. Ayush, here's another question. We are explaining it only. So A must be certainly 1. So 9 into 1 ends in 9, right? So this A is 1. A is 1. So 9 into 1 is 9. So D has to be 9 also. It can't be more than that. So 9 into 9 ends in 81. Acha, also one more thing. Abhi 9 into 1 is 9. So there is no carry involved in the previous step. So clearly B must be 0 only. Right? B must be 0 only. Now we only need to figure out the value of C. Yes. Okay. So 9 into 9, 81 ka 1, 8 carry. Next, 9 into 7 plus 8 is ending in 0. Right? 9 into C plus 8 is ending in 0. That means 9 into C must be ending in 2. Can you think of such a value of C so that 9 into C ends in 2? 9 को किससे multiply करें कि 2 में end करें? Can you think of? Yes, 9 8s are 72, right? So 9 8s are 72. So let's see. So 9 8s are 72. 72 plus 8 is 80 ka 0, 8 carry. And 900 plus 8 is 8 and 9 ones are 9. So that's the answer to this. Another one. Is it fine? So that's the way to think basically. And now this is your homework question. If someone has found the answer, you can tell me. Or this is your homework question now. Yes, that's correct answer. Samyak, good. And A plus R is equal to R means pehle wala R plus A carry 1 hua. Excellent, excellent Samyak. Samyak has mentioned the answer for this one. I think he was ready with his explanation. Excellent. Shavik also, good, good. Okay, let's discuss then. See what Samyak is saying, I'm just repeating that. Samyak is saying, in addition of ones place, if you see clearly, this is R plus A, and the addition of tens digit also, it is R plus A, isn't it? So both ones place addition and tens place addition, they are having the same digits, R plus A, right? But in the answer, if you see, here it is E and here it is R. So why so? Can you tell me? Why is the difference here? I know that R and E are different numbers. They are not same. So why is this difference? Here also we are adding R and A. Here also I am adding R and A. So why we are getting these different values at answer? What is your take on this? What do you say? Of course, many of you got the answer. That's fine. So those who have not yet thought about it. So now please tell me why we are getting different values here. What could be the reason? What could be the reason? Fast, please. Exactly, Shavik. Good. The reason is simple. Carry. Right? If R plus A had been a single digit number, so it must have been same in both the cases. But certainly there is carry. And how much carry? It is 1. Exactly, mysterious fragrance. It is 1 carry. It's one carry, right? Because whenever you add single digit numbers, two single digit numbers, so carry cannot be more than one, right? So certainly one carry is being added here. यहाँ पे one carry add हुआ है, and same r plus a is being added, so यहाँ पर भी one carry add हुआ है, of course, right? At this step also one carry has been added. ठीक है ना? I hope it is clear. Okay, now I do not know the value of e, but whatever it is r plus a unit digit here, and one is added. Now 1 plus r plus a is becoming r. It means 1 plus a. See, 1 plus a plus r is ending in r. It means 1 plus a must be ending in 0. Isn't it? 1 plus a must be ending in 0. So what can be the value of a so that 1 plus a ends in 0? Can you tell me? What can be the value of a so that 1 plus a ends in 0? 1 में क्या प्लस करूं, क्या नंबर ऐड करूं so that the number ends in 0? It is 9. Yes, good, Samyak. Thank you. It must be 9, of course, right? So certainly a is 9, and we have just got to know this a is obtained by e plus 1. So e also is 4. So basically e is 4, a is 9, right? This e is 4, and r is still pending. A is 9, and this was a was 9, and e is just, we have seen, 4. So what should be added in 9 so that it ends in 4? Of course, it is 5, and this also should be 5. ठीक है ना? Let's check now. So 5 plus 9, 14 का 4, 1 carry. 1 plus 9, 10, and 5, 15 का 5, 1 carry. 1 plus 4, 5, and 4, 9. So that's the right answer. Is it okay? So that's the way to think. Okay, you are solving so nicely. You are solving so nicely. Yes, I'm really happy with all of your participation. So I'm giving one more question. ABC, 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 and their sum comes out to be CCC. Find out the values. Find out the values. What is that PTSD, Samyak? I don't know. Alphanumerical LRDI sets have given me a lot of PTSD. What is that PTSD? पता नहीं. हाँ, Shavik, that would be a longer process, na? That's perfectly fine. There is no harm in that case, but that is a lengthy process. So unit digit and tens digit was same. That was a good point to start with. Anyway, answer this one now. And after this, we are going to start with our arithmetic part. Hello, Harish. Yes, welcome. I remember you. You were there in the last session, I guess. Wonderful. Burhanuddin. Very nice. So what about the other digits? Many of you have found the value of C. That's not correct, Soumyadeep. Samyak, no. Yes, Satvik. Satvika. Yes, that's correct. Manshi, you also has done a mistake. Yes, Gunjan, that's perfect. Yes, now it's correct, Samyak, right? Yes, perfectly fine. It is 185. We can easily verify. So 185, 185, 185. If we add them, so 5, 5, 5, 15 ka 5, 1 carry. Then 24 and 1, 25 ka 5, 2 carry. 3 and 2, 5. So that's the certainly right answer. And the first step obviously was to figure out the first. हाँ, वो उसने मिस्टेक कर दिया टाइप करने में, एग्जैक्टली. Yeah, that's a good way now. Yes, 185 into 3. See, the first step was to identify the value of C, which digit added 3 times ends in same digit itself. है ना? In the same way as I did earlier, I could have also said कि C से C आ ही जाता. That means 2C are adding up to 0, isn't it? 2C are adding up to 0. So there's only digit 5 which is added to 5 itself and ends in 0, right? So whatever way, so this C comes out to be 5, and after that the fastest way was that our answer is simply 555 divided by 3, because C we have already identified, so sum is 555 and 555 divided by 3 will be the value of ABC, which is 185. ठीक है ना? That would be the fastest way. Is it okay? अच्छा पहले कराया था क्या? मैं भूल गया, मैं भूल जाता हूं खुशी. Thanks for that. Okay, so now we shall move on to our remaining arithmetic part. Yes, now arithmetic part. I'm moving back to my previous screen where it is here. So our first topic we are starting with is simple interest and compound interest. Please फटाफट से बताओ, what do you know about simple interest? Simple interest. How to calculate simple interest? What is the formula for simple interest? उत्कर्ष बाकी बाद में करेंगे. Now first let's move with this arithmetic part. How to calculate simple interest? What is the formula? Yes, it is PRT by 100. So principal into rate into time by 100, right? So P is the principal, that is the initial amount which we are investing or we are lending, whatever it is. R is the rate of interest, right? R is the rate of interest in percentage. It is normally per year, and how many years, that is given by T, the time, right? So that is simple interest. Acha, how do we calculate amount? How much total amount has become? How much total amount has become? What is the, how do we find that? Amir, you are not late. We have just started. Don't worry. And by the way, you can see the previous part by rewinding the video afterwards also, है ना? Yes, it is SI plus P. Wonderful. So this amount is basically principal plus the interest earned. In case of simple interest, it is SI. In case of compound interest, it will become CI. ठीक है ना? Okay. That's it. There is nothing else in this simple interest scenario. And one important thing is that the simple interest always remains same, right? Every time duration, normally it is in years only. So every year the interest would remain same if principal and rate doesn't change, है ना? Okay, let's come to compound interest part. Any confusion is in this part? Any confusion or any doubt you would like to ask in this part? Is it okay? Is it clear? Interest for SI and CI for first year is same. Exactly, that's true, Keshav Sharma. That's clear to everyone, ना? हाँ, compound interest में भी आते हैं, बात करते हैं. Aman is writing compound interest means interest पे interest, exactly. That's fine. Okay, there's no doubt here. Nice. Moving to compound interest part. So in compound interest part, the formula which we use, actually compound interest का मतलब बिल्कुल सही बात लिखी है अमन ने. So that is interest on interest. Interest on interest. रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आई, प्राण जाए पर इंटरेस्ट न जाई. कहां गया, उड़ा दिया क्या? Somebody wrote that. Fine. Yes, so interest on interest. So in case of compound interest case, the formula becomes CI. Navonil has written. ब्याज पर ब्याज, exactly. So in case of compound interest, the formula which we are having normally we use for amount. So this amount becomes principal into 1 plus R by 100 raised to power T. ठीक है ना? That becomes the amount. And we know that amount is equal to principal plus interest. So if I want to calculate compound interest, so I need to subtract the principal from this amount, right? So that is our formula to calculate amount when a principal is being deposited at a certain rate of compound interest per annum. ठीक है? So this is amount at CI. So this is amount at CI. Is it fine? ठीक है ना? Confused in investment and loan. There is no point of getting confused. We just need to go through the statement. Whatever storyline is there, we need to go through that only. Anyway, so formula part is clear to everyone now. Is there any problem in applying this? Namonil, R by N wala ज़्यादा easy होता है, याद रखना cause questions have quarterly and half yearly. Munim ji, income in old movies through which they capture farmers. Okay, fine. Okay, so Namonil is mentioning sometimes when we are having interest per annum, let's say there is 12% per annum compound interest, but compounded, let's say quarterly. What does it mean? Can you tell me what does it mean? इससे क्या कैसे करेंगे? How much will be the compound interest after 1 year? After 1 year, how to calculate that? There is certain principal P, rate of interest 12% per annum, and it is compounded quarterly. So what will be the compound interest earned after 1 year? How to calculate that? Yes, every 3 years में interest, every 3 months में interest लग रहा है. So every 3 months में कितना interest लग रहा है? Interest will become 1/4 of this, right? Interest will become 1/4 of this. Yes, R by 3 it would be exactly. And time period T in place of 1 year, it would be basically 4 quarters, right? It would be 4 quarters. Exactly. That is the only thing. So in this case, the amount will become principal into 1 plus rate. Rate would be now 3% in every quarter. So 3 by 100. And the time period would not be 1 year now. This 1 year is actually 4 quarters. Raised to power 4. That would be the amount. And to calculate the compound interest, I need to subtract the principal from this. ठीक है ना? That's the only thing. So basically, we need to understand these things clearly. There should not be any confusion regarding that. So right now, I've taken it quarterly. It can be half yearly. It can be monthly. So accordingly, I need to see how much is the rate of interest in that duration, and how many such time periods become in the total duration mentioned. ठीक है ना? So that's what now you are mentioning. That's a good thing here. I hope it is clear to everyone. And by the way, I personally never prefer to use formula. I prefer never to use formula. We can directly do them. Soumyadeep, important question. Kabhi I'm unable to read it. कभी लंबा क्वेश्चन देखे इंटरेस्ट चला जाता है, उसको क्या करें? ओके, there is no escape to that, Soumyadeep. We need to practice that. What you are saying is perfectly fine. Sometimes the length of question statement is too long, and in CAT you will find many such questions, and that's true. So in the first go, you may overlook them. No problem. Look for the smaller questions, smaller statement questions first, and if you are able to do them, then do them. But sometimes smaller statement questions are not that easy also. It's not that smaller statement मतलब easy ही होगा. That's not necessary. But smaller statement, you can read them fast and you can judge them fast whether should I do it or not. ठीक है ना? So longer statement का मतलब है it is certainly going to take time to read and understand. है ना? So certainly that should be read afterwards. That's my practice. I have been doing that only. First, I'm reading the small statement questions. Then I can decide fast whether to do it or not. After that, I shift to the longer statement questions. Generally, it happens in time, speed, distance mainly. Many times in this, somebody mentioned that loans and all. In that case, also sometimes you get lengthier statement questions. Arithmetic के काफी questions में you are going to find that. So I completely agree with you. Yes. अरे आंसर तो सभी का छोटा होगा तबीश. आंसर तो सभी क्वेश्चन में छोटा ही आने वाला है. But the point is that to read that much information, certainly it is going to take time to read and then analyze and understand and then decide whether to solve or not. Yes, I understand that. I hope it is clear now. ठीक है Soumyadeep. So whether, see, while attempting a test, we need to improve our question selection. And in question selection part, this is the first criteria. Which question you should look at first? It's obviously the half-page question is very difficult to read. It is going to take time, है ना? So छोटा question पढ़ो and जल्दी decide करो. समझ में आ गया तो कर दो, नहीं आया तो छोड़ दो, है ना? But don't get stuck to any question. Okay, let's proceed further. So these are the basic things regarding simple interest, compound interest. Any other thing you would like to mention about compound interest case? Any other thing you would like to mention about compound interest scenario? Fast, please. As I told in case of simple interest that interest remains same, but यहाँ पर interest same रहेगा क्या? In case of compound interest scenario, will the amount of interest, will the value of interest remain same in every time period? हाँ, yes, exactly, Tabish. That's what I was saying. वो क्वेश्चन में बात के लिए रखना चाहिए. Yes, what about the different year में different rate of interest वाला केस exactly change होगा? कैसे change होगा? What is the relationship between the value of interest earned? Change कैसे होगा? Multiplying factor, exactly. Yes. Amir, do as much as possible. Successive change, exactly. See, the compound interest of first year, let me write compound interest of first year, compound interest of second year, compound interest of third year. Can you tell me what will be their ratios? What will be their ratios? Compound interest of first year, second year, third year. What will be their ratios? Sanskriti, that we will discuss later. That's fine. Yes, 1 plus r by 100, exactly. So the 1 plus r by 100, that is a multiplying factor here. So as amount is always being multiplied by this multiplying factor, this compound interest in every time duration is also following the same GP with same common ratio, 1 plus r by 100. Yes. ठीक है ना? We just need to remember this thing, and based on that we can solve many things. Jatin is asking some question. आज के mock में question था, every 5 years later in SI the amount is principal. Okay? ये question कैसे होते हैं? इसमें क्या मुश्किल लग रहा है जतिन? मुझे I didn't get you. 5 साल के बाद जो भी amount बनेगा, that is taken to be principal. It's okay. मतलब same like of this compound interest scenario. Basically 5 years तक it is simple interest. After that it is compound interest process for that one duration, that 1 year. Principal is changing. That's it. ठीक है ना? Okay. So let's move to the questions now. Here's the first question on this interest topic. Interesting topic. Please answer this one now, fast. Okay. Okay, so most of you are saying option D. Let me see. It says if the principal at the beginning of 6th year on a certain sum at a certain rate of interest compounded annually. So compound interest का कहानी है. So is 10% more than the beginning of the 5th year. Then by what percent does the compound interest for the 8th year exceed the compound interest for the 5th year? Yes, so it is 10%. So 5th to 8th we need to go. So it is 10%, 10%, 10%, basically 1.3 3 times, है ना? So 10% plus 10% plus 10%, 3 times successive, that results in 33.1%. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Good. That's correct, right? So yes, you can do that also. 1.1 raised to power 3 minus 1, that's fine. Otherwise, I can work with values also, no problem. Let it be 1000. So 1000 पे जब 10% interest मिला, increasing it 10%, increasing it by 10%, it becomes how much? It becomes 1100. Then again increasing it by 10%. So 110 is being added, it will become 1210. And finally again when 10% is being added, so now 121 is being added, it will become 1331, isn't it? So 1000 to 1331, it is 33.1% increase. Is it fine? So there can be various ways certainly. Okay, you can use multiplying factor also, perfectly fine. ठीक है, moving to next question now. Next question. Here it is. Remember, it is asking about the ratio of the simple interest and the compound interest at the end of 3 years. It is asking about. Be careful about this part. Good. Navonil has got some answer. Can you simplify this, Navonil? Try. Cancel out the common factor and get the answer. See, the purpose of these sessions is to become fast. Become fast in thinking and solving. Yes, option A is the right answer, Navonil. Good. Arey, too much time. Okay, right answer we have already got. A 75 to 91 is the right answer, and Navonil has mentioned exactly the values also. But how to solve it? Navonil, how did you do it? Normally किया तो थोड़ा lengthy था. Without normally, मतलब आपने क्या किया? How did you do it? And Gunjan, how did you do it? See, Aman is saying not able to approach it. And I didn't write at all. मैंने तो बिना लिखे अभी भी solve किया आपके साथ ही. I'm not thinking how to write it and how to approach. Yes, pretty lengthy. Shavik is also saying, but I have just solved it without writing. Alright, don't go by formula approach. See, we can work with numbers. We can work with numbers. That is a very good thing. It's not that lengthy. Certainly, if you are going to write it and use some formula, it is going to be lengthier maybe. Gunjan, how did you get your answer? And Navonil, also I would like to see your approach. How did you do it? Answer is fine, and what your values you have mentioned, that is also perfectly fine. I just work with numbers. Two amounts nikala, and then to make 14,200 simple quadratic middle term. So you are saying two amounts nikala. Two amounts कैसे निकाला? कितना amounts आया? Total sum we know it is 14,200. Tabish, there is trick to get the difference between SICI for 3 years. That's fine, that everyone knows, Tabish. But right now sum is given. गुंजन अग्रवाल, ऐसा तो नहीं है पहले सवाल की हुई हो, आंसर याद था, ऐसा क्या? Okay, let me share what I thought while solving it. I didn't wrote the equation because I agree with you. If you are going to write it, it is going to be certainly lengthy question, pretty lengthy question. But how you can think in a faster way? That's the whole point. Gunjan, I am waiting for your comment. If you can share your approach, how did you reach to that answer? Allegation से हो सकता है क्या? You are asking me. अरे, how did you do it? I am asking you, Gunjan. How did you do it? Navonil, what you are writing is, yes, that's good. That's what I did, Navonil. Yes, that's what I did. I work with numbers only. I work with those numbers only. That's it. Okay. I don't know how Gunjan did, and she's also asking allegation. Allegation इसमें क्या use करोगी? I don't think any use of allegation here, or any easier use at least. Okay, so let me tell what I did. See, both sums are 5,000, right? Both principal values are 5,000 each. ठीक है ना? We are not given the value of R here. What is the R percent? That we do not know. I'm not going to make any equation. I'm not going to make any equation. See, as I said, just check with the numbers, play with the numbers. So 5,000, 5,000, दोनों पे R% interest हमें मिल रहा है at R% per annum, of course. R% per annum. How much is this R%? That I do not know because values of R is not given. ठीक है ना? Yes, now R comes out to be 20. That's fine. So right now R was not given, and it is for 2 years. In both cases, it is for 2 years. In first case, it is SI. In second case, it is CI. 2 years CI. ठीक है ना? So somebody mentioned in the beginning, I was discussing that in first year, both of them are going to get equal interest, right? In second year, simple interest will remain same, but in compound interest, there will be interest on interest. Is it not? So let me write that interest value as X and X. So for both years, it is going to remain same. In this case, it is going to be X plus R% of X. Yes or no? Yes or no? ठीक है ना? Is it okay? So now what do we know? We know that this total sum amounts to 14,200. It is 14,200. तो 14,200 में 5 and 5 10,000 तो यही चला गया. So this total interest value is going to come how much? 4,200. Right? This total interest value is coming out to be 4,200. And the easiest way which I can see here, if I take x to be 1,000, that's what I did. If I take x to be 1,000, this x is also 1,000. This is also 1,000. This is also 1,000. Then this r% of x must be 200. So from here I got to know the value of r. R must be 20%. Is it fine? Is it fine? So this is a possible case here. This is a possible case. There can be other values also, maybe. But this is a possible case which satisfies. Is it fine so far? So now, as per the options given in the question, this question is going to have a fixed answer. It is not CBD. So if answer is going to be a fixed value, so there is no need to check for the further cases. I can go on with this case, right? Burhanuddin, that is the meaning of compound interest, interest on interest, right? In the first year, it is r% interest of the principal only, that is x. And in next year, it is again the interest on the principal plus the interest on the previous year's interest, that is r% of x. That is the extra interest you are getting in case of compound interest scenario. ठीक है ना? Hi, yes, Gunjan, that's what I mentioned. So exactly if you are solving, what you can solve? It is x plus x. It is 4x plus r% of x. Or basically, if you write the expression, it is going to be how much? It is going to be 4 plus r by 100 into x. That is actually equal to 4,200, right? So there can be various values possible for r and x, as I said. Right? There can be various values possible for r and x. Yes or no? So that's what I mentioned. So if answer, according to the options, if answer is going to be a fixed value, so it is going to be same for all the cases. I have not checked that. See, I have not checked that. I'm just assuming question is correct and answer is one of the given options. And that's what you are supposed to do at the time of exam also. Let me repeat. That's what same thing you are to do at the time of exam also. Assuming question is correct and answer is one of the given options, then answer is going to be a fixed value, right? So in this equation, if you are writing equation, so this is the thing which you are going to get, right? Where x is the interest in the first year and the total value is going to be 4 plus r by 100 times x. Now there can be various values possible for r and x. You put any value for x, accordingly you will get a value of r also, right? And that's what I did. I took x to be 1,000 and I got the value of r to be 20. ठीक है ना? हाँ, ये calculation पूरा ही नहीं होगा ना? There are going to be various values possible here. So that's what I said. No need to check. No need to find out. So I did all these things mentally only. It is 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So of course 200. 200 means 20% of 1,000. Right? This 200 means 20% of 1,000. So all things are done now. So initially I got stuck. After that I found that it is asking about the ratio at the end of 3 years. So that was the thing. So let's check now. So in the simple interest case, first year ka interest 1,000, second year again 1,000, third year again 1,000. Fine. In case of compound interest, first year's interest 1,000, second year's interest plus 20%, that is 1,200, and in third year again adding 20% to this, that is 240 to be added. That will become 1,440. Is it fine? Is it fine? That's it. So just add the values. So here total interest is coming out to be 3,000 and here total interest is coming out to be 3,640. We just need to calculate this ratio. That's it. And that's our option A. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay? So let's move further now. So basically you are going to get many such scenarios, specifically in the algebra part. In algebra part, most of the questions which you are going to get in the exam, they are going to be of similar manner. a large equation is given, there are so many variables in that, it is almost impossible to solve it. You just need to figure out those values of variable which satisfy that equation. So if answer is going to be a fixed value, it is going to remain same for all the possible combinations, right? So you just find out those values which satisfy given equation and accordingly solve it. Okay, I'm moving to the next one now. So here's another question on the base on this same topic only. Try to solve it and answer fast. Aman, just cancel out the common factors. That's it. You have to find the sum, the initial principal basically. You have to calculate the value of principal here. Khushi? Yes, we have to calculate P. Aman, that's true. Vikram, there's a difference between simple interest and compound interest after first year, second year, third year. Okay, some formula is there, yaad nahi aa raha, Namonil is writing and others, some of you might be calculating. Okay, let's see quickly what is going to happen here. So principal was P. Let's say take two cases of simple interest and compound interest. I'm just revising the whole thing again. It is simple interest and compound interest. Rate of interest is same in both cases, that is R%. So in first year, let me write first year. So in first year, what is going to be the interest here? In case of simple interest, it is PR by 100. Yes or no? It is simple P per R% of this P. Fine. And in this compound interest scenario, the interest earned in the first year would be how much? Same R% of P, that is PR by 100. Let's move to second year now. In second year, in case of simple interest scenario, this P's the interest earned would be same R% of P only, that is PR by 100. But in case of compound interest, this interest earned would be R% of P and the previous interest as well, right? R% of all these values basically. It is going to be R% of P, that is PR by 100. Plus R% of this also, first year's interest, that is PR square by 100 square now. Basically R by 100 of this value. So that is the interest earned in second year. That is the interest earned in second year. So let's write for third year also, and after that we shall see. So after third year, if I see, so in third year interest earned is again R% of P in case of simple interest scenario. As we discussed earlier, it is going to be same always. In case of simple interest scenario, answer is going to be same. ठीक है ना? And in case of compound interest scenario, so what is going to be the interest earned in third year? It is going to be interest earned, that is R by 100 of all these four values, right? So R% of this, R by 100 of this, that is PR by 100, plus R by 100 of these two also, that is 2PR square by 100 square, and R by 100 of this also, that is PR cube by 100 cube. Is it fine? I hope it is fine. ठीक है ना? Okay, Rishika has come up with the answer. I don't know the answer. We need to calculate, Rishika. Let's check. So I hope this part is clear. So we have just found the interest earned on a certain principal at some rate of interest per annum, compounded yearly or at a simple interest annually. Okay? So in first year, interest earned are same. In second year, interest earned are different. In case of compound interest, you are getting also interest on the previous year's interest. And in the third year, same way, again, interest is more in case of compound interest. Now, what is given in the question? Let's see. On a certain sum means principal, where interest is being calculated annually, that's fine. The difference between compound interest and simple interest for the second year. Now, see here, it is only talking about second year, not 2 years, right? For second year, the difference is 1800. For second year, if you check, the difference would be PR square by 100 square, right? Right? So for second year, the difference is, see, formula याद नहीं रहते बाबा. आप तो जवान बच्चे हो, मैं काफी सालों से कर रहा हूं, मुझे नहीं याद रहते फॉर्मूले, मैं भूल जाता हूं. मैं याद ही क्यों करूं? Point is that मैं याद क्यों करूं? I don't want to remember. है ना? And so anyway, so the difference of the interest in the second year, so this part is common, this PR square by 100 square, that is the extra thing. Fine. So this PR square by 100 square, that is given equal to 1800. Is it okay? Is it okay? That's the first part given. And next, same for the third year. Again, it is talking about third year, not 3 years. अगर 3 years बोलता तो मुझे सारे को ऐड करके difference लेना पड़ता. Right now, it is talking only about the third year. So third year मतलब the difference of these two values. The difference of these two values is this part, right? So let me write. It is 2PR square by 100 square plus PR cube by 100 cube. That is given equal to 3870. Is it clear with everyone? Till this part, is it okay? Till this part, is it fine? Okay, Keshav, I don't know that. Maybe if you are saying so. Okay, so here, now PR square by 100 square is 1800. So this value comes out to be 18 times 2, that is 3600, right? Now this is 3600. So this remaining must be how much? How much should be the value of this part? So 3870 minus 3600, that is 270, right? This value is basically 270. Is it clear? Is it clear so far? Now I know that this PR square by 100 square, it is 1800, and this PR cube by 100 cube, this is 270, and I need to calculate the value of P, right? I need to calculate the value of P. What method do you see now? How we can find out? Can you simplify and find the value of P now? You know the PR square by 100 square is 1800, and you know that PR cube by 100 cube is 2700. Sorry, 270 only. I hope you can find the value of P now. Now please calculate. I am giving time to you. Please calculate and find the answer fast. Basically, if you see this 1800 multiplied with R by 100, na? 80,000. Okay, many of you are getting that now. Good. So this is 1800 already. This is 1800 multiplied with this R by 100 extra. That gives you 270. So from here we can easily calculate the value of R. So R comes out to be 270 divided by 18. Is it divisible? Yes. So 18 ones are 18, remaining is 9. 90, 18 5s are 90. So R comes out to be 15. Now just substituting back this value of R, we can find out the value of P. So P comes out to be 1800 into 100 into 100 divided by R square, which is 15 into 15. Now that we need to simplify, and this certainly can be done easily. So 5 3s are 15, 5 20, 5 3s are 15, 5 into 2, 5 into 20. Now 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18, so 200. So it is certainly 80,000. So 80,000 is the right answer. Many of you have already found. Yes, exactly. Okay, moving to next question now. It is clear to everyone? So there was no need to remember any formula. If you can remember, that's fine, no harm in that. But if you don't understand, then what is the benefit of even remembering? Any short trick? I told you that that's how people are becoming fooled. Don't be fooled, please. Aman, there is no requirement. What is the requirement? इससे short क्या मिलेगा भाई? PR square by 100 square is this much, and PR cube by 100 cube is this much. That's it. है ना? And regarding this part, how much the difference is, that you can do it mentally. This is the mental part. And if you are unable to think mentally, then right, what is the harm there? And it is not going to take much time. है ना? It is not going to take much time. See, let me tell you one thing. Please, okay, let's do a simple calculation. Do you know how much time are you going to get for the quant section? What is the duration of the quant section in CAT? Please, can you tell me? What is the duration of your quant section in CAT? कितने minutes मिलने वाले हैं? 40 minutes, right? Okay, 40 minutes. Let me write here. 40 minutes. How many questions are there in the section? 22 questions, right? 22 questions are there total. 22 questions, है ना? 22 questions. Okay, मान लेते हैं सारे क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हैं. वैसे you are not going to do all the questions. It's not required also. है ना? Generally, you know, 8 to 10 questions give you 99 percentile or more. But let's assume सारे क्वेश्चन करने हैं. So for every question, how much time you are having? If I am supposed to do all the questions, let's assume. So for every question, how much time is there approximately? 2 minutes can I take? Approximately 2 minutes? Is it fine? Little less than 2 minutes exactly. If I'm supposed to do all the questions, right? So it's approximately 2 minutes. But am I supposed to do all the questions? Certainly not. Just 7-8 questions, 10 questions give you more than 99 percentile. So that means almost half questions are to be done. That means time becomes almost 4 minutes per question. So where that short trick is required, Baba, you are getting 2 minutes, even at least 2 minutes you are getting for sure. 2 minutes is a huge time. And if you have selected that I'm going to do only those 10-12 questions, then you are having approximately 4 minutes per question. So where that short trick is required. So don't become fool after short tricks or formula or ye method or wo method. No, just try to understand. Just try to improve your basics, improve your conceptual understanding. That's what is required. ठीक है ना? 2 मिनट में भी नहीं बनता 2 मिनट में मैगी भी नहीं बनता. क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा. यस, क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा. कैट बन जाएगा बाबा. कैट बन जाएगा. So select the questions properly. That's what I'm saying, Aman. If even you are not able to select the questions, still you are having approximately 2 minutes per question. That's a huge time. In different exams, there's many government exams and many other exams where you are supposed to solve questions in seconds. But here it is not the requirement. So requirement is that your conceptual understanding must be good. Okay? So never go for the shortcuts. What shortcut is required? As some of you said, I think Navonil and many others mentioned कि कुछ formula था भूल गया याद नहीं आ रहा है ना. So if I tell you some shortcut, some formula, something, it may appear to be very interesting at present, but you will not be able to use it. That's the thing. CAT may be, if you see the previous paper, na, Keshav, I'm telling you about something around 98, 99, regarding around 2000, 2002 tak, I guess. So there were about 2 hours duration and 200 questions used to be there. So in CAT also there was around 40-50 seconds per question in earlier times. So gradually they have increased this time per question. This value they have always increased in last many years. Otherwise earlier, if you will see, around 2000 I'm talking about, 98, 2000, around 2000 year. So at that time in CAT also the time available per question was very less, but it is not. It's not now. Okay, this question we have just done. Okay, few questions on this average mixture and allegation. Jatin, छुट्टी आपको क्यों चाहिए भाई? I am having another class at 7. The class is scheduled up to 7, Jatin, by the way. Okay, I'm moving further now. Yes, accuracy only matters. It's only accuracy. Question selection is certainly there, but now after that only accuracy. Speed, as initially some of you were asking. So speed is not a matter at all, because speed is individual for everyone. है ना? But if your understanding is not good, so you may have seen a reel. Sometimes a student says, a small child says, कि मैं math में बहुत तेज हूँ, है ना? And then her sister or her father asks some question, बताओ 9 sevens are, and then student says something, maybe 25, and then the child get a slap. ये तो गलत है ना? बोले बड़े तेज तो था ना. तो तेज होके नहीं, क्या करना है बाबा? तेज होके कुछ नहीं करना है ना, right? So being fast is not going to help you if you are not accurate. So accuracy is much more important, and accuracy is actually only important thing. ठीक है? Okay, so average mixture allegation. Please tell me quickly, what do you mean by average? How do we calculate average? Yes, that happens, Kuchi. Many people are very fascinated about how to increase speed. It is not possible practically. लोग बड़े-बड़े videos बनाते हैं, बहुत कुछ करते हैं, but it is a foolish thing. Speed is individual. Some people speak fast, some speak slow. Some think fast, some think slow. Some are unable to think. So learn to think. That's it. Average, please tell me fast. How do we calculate average? Yeah, sum divided by number of terms, that's fine. That's the basic way. And the more interesting way and understanding way is the meaning of average is basically equal distribution. It is equal distribution. In terms of basic formula, so whatever sum of all quantities we are having, sum of all quantities or sum of all observations divided by number of all observations. So that is your average. So basically, this average is this equal distribution of all the quantities, equal distribution among all the quantities. ठीक है ना? That is called the average. And in case of AP, when we talk about if the number of terms are the terms are in AP. So in case of AP, can you tell me average of an AP basically? Average of an AP. AP all of you are familiar with, right? AP all of you are familiar with. So what is an average of an AP? AP is where equal difference is there between every two consecutive terms. So what is average? What is this? Average of AP. Yes, that thing will be valid here also, but any specific thing regarding how to find average of an AP? Fast. Yes, exactly, good. Some may be saying middle term. So if it is middle term, but it will be true only if number of terms are odd. If number of terms are odd. But if that is not the case, then any other way? Any other way? Yes, Jatin Rajput, that's perfectly fine. First term plus last term by 2. First plus last by 2, or second plus second last by 2, or third plus first last by 2, and so on. Right. So it is going to be first term plus last term by 2. Or second term plus second last term by 2. Or third term plus third last term by 2, and so on. ठीक है ना? Exactly. And this thing is going to be valid in all cases, whether the number of terms are odd or not, whatever be the case, right? Whatever be the case. So average of an AP can be figured out like this directly, fast. Okay? And basically, I have already told you that basically this average actually means equal distribution. when all the numbers, all the terms are having equal value, that equal value is known as average basically. That's what we are doing here now. Okay? And mixture allegation was just an application of that. So this mixture and allegation is just an application of the simple average part only. And in this allegation, you have done that allegation formula. Remember? Allegation formula. So in allegation formula, I hope you can quickly answer this one. If I mix two things, I think Gunjan or somebody was talking about allegation formula earlier. So agar main kya bolu, let me take an example. There are 30 boys whose average weight is 68 kilogram per person, and there are 20 girls whose average weight is 53 kilogram per person. What is the average weight of the entire group of 50 students? Average weight. Yes, whatever method you wish to use, you can, and tell me the answer fast. 30 boys whose average weight is 68 kilogram and 20 girls whose average weight is 53 kilogram. So what is the average weight of the entire group? Answer fast. Method is your choice. Method is your choice. Okay, Manshi, Mohit, they are answering 62. I guess right answer. Hi, yes, Saman. So that graph method which you are telling, that is actually equal distribution. Yes, visually we can draw the graph for that. That's perfectly fine. Yes, 62 is the right answer. How did you calculate, by the way? Others, yes, many of you are calculating. Utkarsh, Nidhi, Lavanya, Pallavi, Rishabh Raj, Rishabh Kundu, Keshav, Mohit, Khushi. 62 is right answer. How did you calculate? Rishabh is writing different weights of B and G, so used weighted average. That's perfectly fine. Good word, good thing. So Rishabh is saying using weighted average. So boys are 30 and girls are 20. So we can use the ratio only 3:2, right? We can just use the ratios. Yes, most of you are writing weighted average. So basically 3 times 68 plus 2 times 53 divided by 3 plus 2, right? So in place of 30 and 20, I'm just using ratios of these two. Okay, na? So that's a good way. So, but this for this you need to write, isn't it? For this part you need to write. Can you do it without writing? ये तो calculate करना पड़ेगा ना भी. I need to multiply this 3 into 68 कितना हुआ पता नहीं. 6 is 18, 180, 180, 24. It is 204 plus that this is 106 divided by 5. So it is going to take too much time. This is 310 by 5, that is 62. इतना करना पड़ेगा क्या? No, I don't want to do that much. Any better way? Any faster way? Has anyone used anything else? So this is a weighted average method. I have used the ratios of these boys and girls. Yes, Sudeep, but it is still taking some time to write this much. Any faster way? Okay, Samyak is saying 68 minus x. Okay, you are using allegation wala part. Seesaw method. Okay, naam bahut sare hamare paas. ठीक है, we are having so many names. See, all of you are missing the very key point here. I told you about this equal distribution. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. हाँ नवोनिल, don't worry, बताता हूँ. अरे allegation के लिए अलग-अलग नाम रख दिया यार लोगों ने. This allegation only, Navonil. I will come to that. But before that, the important method here is equal distribution. Don't forget this part, that average का मतलब ही है equal distribution. What does it mean here? What does it mean? It means कि all these persons, if they had equal weights, that is the average. I repeat, if all these persons, all these 50 persons had equal weight, so that equal weight is their average, isn't it? So what I need to do, I just need to redistribute the total weight equally among all. That's what we meant by, that's what we mean by average. ठीक है ना? Now see here, these 20 girls are each having 53 kilogram, and now these persons, these boys are having 15 kilogram per boy extra. Yes, that's correct, Gunjan. 15 is to be divided into 3 is to 2. No, don't do that mistake. They are having 15 kilogram extra. Is that fine? Each of these 30 boys is having 15 kilogram extra on an average, right? Can you tell me, other than 53 kilo per boy, 15 करके 30 boys हैं, how much extra weight we are having now? Average is going to be more than 53 now, so 53 तो है ही, उसके अलावा कितना extra weight बच गया है? How much extra weight is there? So 15 into 30, that is 450 kilogram. Is it not? 450 kilogram extra weight is there, and that 450 kilogram extra weight needs to be distributed equally among all these 50 students, and that is your 62. This is called equal distribution. Fine. This is called equal distribution. Is it fine? ठीक है ना? I'm repeating again once more. So I need to make each person having equal weight. That's my requirement right now to calculate the average weight. So average weight का meaning ही यही था, redistributing the total quantity equally. ठीक है ना? I'm just distributing the whole quantity equally. I'm explaining that again only, Shubh. There's a simple part. If you don't understand the meaning of average, then you will go on the different method. ये method, वो method, फिर गड़बड़ कर दोगे, पता भी नहीं चलेगा, है ना? So you need to understand that average means equal distribution. Distribution of what? Weights here, right? I need to calculate the average weight. So basically these weights needs to be distributed equally among all the persons. So how much will be that equal weight if every person is having equal weight? So that's what we are doing. So अगर सबका weight 53 ही होता, so average 53 ही होता. But now these persons are having 15 kilogram extra weight, because the 68 is basically, this is 53 plus 15, right? So 15 kilogram extra weight is there with each of the 30 boys. So total how much extra weight is there? That is 30 into 15, basically 450 kilogram, right? So now this 450 kilogram extra weight needs to be distributed equally among all the 50 students. That is 450 by 50, that is 9. So 53 plus 9 is your average weight. I hope it is clear now. ठीक है ना? And as somebody was mentioning graph method, yes, graphically also we can understand it. Graphically we can see what is happening. Okay, I hope it is clear. Rishabh Raj, wow, dhanyawad for that. Understood? Shubh, is it okay? Okay, now moving to this allegation method. So this allegation method, some people use cross, some people use that weighted average expression and equation. But the purpose of using allegation is also to do it faster, right? The purpose of using allegation is to do it faster. How we can do it faster, right? So faster करने के लिए I prefer to use a straight line, which many of you are saying now Seesaw method. I don't know where you heard that word. Anyway, now Monil, you can just rewind few minutes ago. Okay, few seconds ago basically. Gunjan 15 in 3 is to 2, 6 and 9, then 68 minus 6 और 53 plus 9 ये method सही है क्या? आपने 15 को break लिया. हाँ, that's correct. Gunjan, that's fine. That's true. That's okay. This method is fine. Anyway, so here I use this part. Now, using the allegation part, so in allegation, what we are doing, in allegation, we are finding average of 68 and 53 kilogram, right? 53 किलोग्राम के कुछ persons हैं and 68 वाले कुछ persons हैं. ठीक है, Gunjan, what you are doing now is that part. You are seeing this difference of 15, right? So Gunjan, what you are doing is perfectly fine, and that is the allegation method basically. That is that allegation method. Okay. Yes, exactly, Khushi. That's true. Okay. So now 53 and 68 वाला जो ये जो दो weights हैं हमारे पास. Now I need to distribute them in such a way that average weight we can figure out, and it depends upon these number of persons. So basically, the ratio here is 3:2. So 68 वाले 3 and 53 वाले 2. So basically, now that is that seesaw method, you can say, or I call it yo-yo. There was some dance step, yo-yo, yo man, yo man. So this is the inverse ratio. This gap between 53 and 68, which is 15, as Gunjan mentioned, so this needs to be divided in the inverse ratio, right? It needs to be divided in the inverse ratio. That's it. So, so that will give us the value of the average. So let this be that average value. So this gap is 2x and it must be 3x. Is it okay? That's it. That's it. Now this total gap between 53 and 68 is 15. So 15 needs to be divided into two parts, 3 and in the ratio 3:2. So basically this 5x, I can write this 5x is 15, which means x is equal to 3. And so this 3x becomes 9 and this 2x becomes 6, as Gunjan mentioned. So 68 minus 6 or 53 minus plus 9, whatever you do, so your value comes out to be 62. That is the average. So that is using the allegation method. Same thing can be done algebraically also by making a cross also. It's the same thing. Is it fine? Yes, the ratio gets reversed. Exactly. There is no name. Generally, every people used to do it in the cross manner only. As far as I remember, I was among the first one, perhaps the first one only, to use a straight line to use the allegation method. But I'm seeing this name for the first time, Seesaw Method. I'm seeing the name for the first time. Yes, most of the time people do it like this in the cross manner. Okay, this is 68 kilogram, this is 53 kilogram, and let the average be A. Let the average be A. Now these persons are in the ratio 3 and 2. So as somebody mentioned, I think Samyak wrote that expression, कि 68 minus A का ratio जो आएगा वो 2 वाले के equal बनेगा. So 68 minus A upon A minus 53. So that part is 2 and this part is 3. So, but that is again the lengthy part to solve. Now I need to write something. I don't want to write. Purpose of using allegation is to do it faster. That's why I don't prefer drawing a cross like this. I prefer to do in the straight line manner. It becomes easier to visualize and apply. Anyway, both are same thing. There's not much difference. ये जो cross था, जो x था, इस x को flat कर दिया. That's it. इस x को flat कर दिया. So that's it. The same method. There is no difference. So it is allegation only. Is it fine? Clear to everyone? Yes, many of now I am seeing this name for the first time, Khushi. People are calling it Seesaw Method. It's okay. Okay, I'm moving further now. So let's solve some questions now. Our time is running very fast. And I'm having another class now. Okay, just let's say this is the last question for the day. We'll be ending it here. So please answer this question now. अरे दिस इज मार्केटिंग ना, नाम बदल बदल के माल बेचने में ज्यादा पैसा मिलता है, ज्यादा पॉपुलैरिटी होती है. दैट्स व्हाई मे बी समबडी हैज नेम्ड लाइक दैट. एनीवे, इट बिकम्स इजियर आल्सो टू recall the method. Now do this question. There are certain number of pages in a book. Arjun tore a certain leaf, that is 2 page numbers basically, out of the book, and later found that average of the remaining page numbers is 34 5 by 22. Which of the following were the page numbers on the leaf that Arjun had torn? How to go about it? The many questions like that which have appeared in paper-based CAT years ago, and after that it has been repeated with slight variations in computer-based tests also. So this is a pet question of CAT, you can say. Okay, let's try it together. What's initial points we can talk about? Average of the remaining page numbers. Average of the remaining page numbers is given 34 5 by 22. If total page numbers are n, so this is average of the remaining n minus 2 page numbers, yes or no? This is average of remaining n minus 2 page numbers. Is it yes or no? Okay, Arjav has come up with an answer, option B. Okay, I don't know that, maybe. Till this point, is it okay? It is average of n minus 2 page numbers. And how we are going to find that average? Sum of all those page numbers divided by n minus 2. Isn't it? There is a normal way to calculate the average, sum of all the numbers divided by number of terms. Arey wah. Vibhansh also has come up with the answer. Same answer, option B. Google तो नहीं कर रहे हो कुछ ना? This is fine so far. How you got answer, Vibhansh, by the way? Sorry, is it Vibhansh? It's Vaibhavansh. It's Vaibhavansh. Now Google nahi kiya hai. How did you do it? How did you get the answer B so quickly? Rishabh Kundu also says B. Very nice. Done this question before. ऐसा है क्या? Okay, don't know. I don't know. I'm doing it along with you only. So now this average of remaining n minus 2 page numbers is 34 5 by 22. So from this information, what do we get to know? You're just telling the answer. See, in CAT, you are not going to get those questions जो आपने पहले किए हैं. So there you cannot quickly tell the answer. है ना? ठीक है, maybe आपने किसी ने क्वेश्चन कहीं डाला होगा and आपको आंसर याद है फिलहाल. But how to solve it? That's what I'm discussing now. How to solve it? Many of you are writing that answer B. Arjav, Vaibhavansh, Rishabh Kundu, Pallavi also, Khushi. How to solve? Maybe answer is 2, I don't know. Rishabh Kundu, n into n minus 1 by 2 लेके किया है. So how did you decide the value of n in that case, Rishabh? I don't know the total number of pages here. So how did you decide the value of n? Okay, anyway, I'm getting it. So you have seen it, this question earlier, and some of you remember the answer, and some of you are like Samyak is mentioning, I have no idea, seeing for the first time. Okay, one leaf has been torn off. That means 2 page numbers have been torn off. So the remaining n minus 2 page numbers हैं, so their average would be sum divided by n minus 2. ठीक है ना? डायरेक्ट ऑप्शन से किया. डायरेक्ट ऑप्शन से कैसे कर दोगे? अरे कितना पेज नंबर माना आपने वैभवांश? Anyway, कोई बात नहीं, leave it. Now listen it. Okay, Rishabh, fine, that's fine. Now let's listen now. So if let's say total page numbers are n, total page numbers, yeah, basically let me say last page number is n, which I don't know what it is, right? Which I don't know. Anyway, Gunjan, those people who are saying B, no one has given the complete explanation so far, but anyway, possible value of n close to the average. Okay, let's discuss that. Burhanuddin is by the way making a same good point here. Sum of all leaves would be same. That's true. So, but how does it going to happen to negate the options? It is not possible, na? Anyway, now let's see here. So average of those n minus 2 pages, remaining n minus 2 page numbers would be sum upon n minus 2, and which is given equal to 34 5 by 22. Till that point, is it okay? Any confusion till this point? It's fine ना? यहाँ तक बात ठीक है? So from here, you can see the denominator here is 22 and the denominator here is n minus 2. What can you say about this n? What can you say about this n, which is the last page number basically? What can you say about this n? n कैसा number होना चाहिए? What can be the value of n? Can you tell me? What can be the value of this number n? Fast, please. Multiple of 22 plus 2, right? I'm talking about n. So n minus 2 must be multiple of 22. So n must be multiple of 22 plus 2, right? So n must be 22 ka multiple plus 2. Is it fine? Yes, it can be 24 or it can be further. Other values are also possible. What other values are possible? N can be 24 or 44 plus 2, that is 46, or 66 plus 2, that is 68, or 88 plus 2, that is 90, and so on. Right? These are the different values possible. I hope it is clear. Right? So this we have just deduced by seeing the denominator part here. This I have deduced just by seeing the denominator part here. Yes, exactly. Fine. Okay. Now next step. अगर 1 से लेके n तक, if 1 to n, we find average of all the page numbers. We find average of all the page numbers. This average is going to be 1 plus n by 2. They are all consecutive numbers. They are in AP. We just discussed that. First plus last by 2. So the average is going to be 1 plus n by 2. If n is a large number, approximately I can say n by 2. Isn't it? Approximately I can say n by 2. Or basically exactly देखें तो it is n by 2 plus 1 by 2. है ना? So when we are leaving out 2 pages, so that is not going to harm the average to a great extent. That is not going to harm the average to a great extent. So approximately average is going to remain n by 2 approximately. That means the number of pages, that last page number must be approximately double of this, right? So this is approximately n by 2 as I wrote earlier. So this 34 and something, it must be close to n by 2. That means n must be near about 68 only. Is it understood so far? So from these two things, from 34 and 32, we can find the value of n. From this 22, we found that n must be a number which is multiple of 22 plus 2. And from this 34, I got to know n must be close to double of this. N must be close to double of this, right? So n 68 के पास भी और ऐसा भी number हो तो क्या बनेगा? It must be 68 only. Is this point clear to everyone? Is this point clear to everyone? So n must be 68 only. Fine. Now that's it. Now it's a very simple thing. Just please tell me, if I find average of all the numbers from 1, 2, 3 up to 68, so what would have been the average? What would have been the average? It is 1 plus 68 by 2, simple. That is 69 by 2, which is basically 34 and 1 by 2. Or I can say 11 by 22. ठीक है ना? It should have been 34 and 11 by 22. Is it fine? 34.5, yes. 1 plus 68 by 2, 69 by 2, right? So now what is happening? So I'm drawing that graph again. As somebody mentioned, graph method. I'm using that graph method. अगर सारे के सारे 68 numbers होते, if all the 68 numbers had been here, so the average is going to be 34, 11 by 2, 11 by 22. Right? Now, what is happening? By removing those two consecutive numbers, by removing those two consecutive page numbers, what is happening? The average is decreasing. The average is decreasing. That means those two numbers, what they are doing? They are taking away the designated average, and in addition, from the remaining 66 numbers, they are also taking 6 by 22, ठीक है ना, 11 से 5 पे आ गया तो 6 by 22 further they are taking away. This is 6 by 22 each. So they are taking away 6 by 22 from how many numbers? 66 numbers. Plus they have taken away this 34 11 by 22, or basically half of 69 by 2 from two numbers, right? So that is the sum of the two numbers. Now we can easily calculate 22 3s 36, that is 18, plus this is 69. So this total comes out to be 8 9 17 ka 7, 1 carries 7 and 1 8, 87. So 87 is the sum of those two page numbers. Now option D is certainly the right answer, because we know that the two page numbers are certainly consecutive. So option D, the sum of the digits, sum of the page numbers here is 87. So that is the right answer. So I think Gunjan found that answer, option D. So option D is the right answer. Okay. So we shall end it here. I have another class. So thank you very much. I hope you must have gained some insights in your preparation, how to prepare. Keshav, maybe that question might be different. I don't know. I have not seen that. Yes, this is the right answer. Gunjan, now it depends upon you. I don't know. Did you use the right method or not? That you can judge yourself. But that's the way we are supposed to do. Okay? Arey Ruvik, that is the simple average part, na? See, average is 34 and a half, right? 34 and a half, or 34 11 by 22. So what was happening is there, these two consecutive numbers, when they are being removed, average is not same, average is decreasing. How much decreasing? So 34 11 by 22, say now it is decreasing to 34 5 by 22. That means 6 by 22 is being decreased. So these two numbers which have been taken away, the two page numbers which have been torn off now, so they are taking away 6 by 22 from the remaining 66 numbers also, other than the average which they have used on their own. So the total value of those two, total sum of those two page numbers must be this total, right? So this is 34 and a half, that is 69, plus this 6 by 22 from each of the 66 numbers, so 18 more. So total 87 decrease has been there in the sum of all page numbers. So this 87 can be obtained by two consecutive numbers, 43 and 44. That's it. Fine. Okay, so thank you. Ram Suraj Kumar, this is already there in your non-engineering video section. You can go through that average part. Okay, so Ruvik, I hope it is okay. So thank you everyone. Thank you Ayush, Navanil, Vabavansh, and everyone. Yes, conceptual clarity is very much required, Gunjan. Fine, so I shall take your leave now. So I'm stopping this live stream. So thank you once again and all the best for your exams. कल क्या पढ़ाएंगे? Next QA when direct crash course. Navanil, I have no idea about that. I'm just order carrier. I've been ordered to take a session and I am here. है ना? So if I will be told again to take another session or something, so I will be there for your service, at your service. So thank you once again, everyone. Good evening, good night, and all the best. I'm stopping it finally.